Not me trying to figure out the voice things last second. Anyways, hi everyone. Oh my gosh, my voice sounds awful. I'm gonna actually grab a drink of water real quick before we start. Give me 2 seconds. I do fear I just recently woke up. But hi everyone! Oh my gosh, I should get the hat on. Where's my hat? Where's my hat? Because oh fuck, where is it? Items. That's not it. Where's my hat? There we go. Yay! It is this week is the week of the channel anniversary. And I'm so happy to have you guys with me. Thank you so much for I would like to real quick before we get into things, thank you all so much for being supportive. I do have a much funnier surprise for tomorrow. So, you know, or well, not tomorrow, sorry, Wednesday. So, you know, stay tuned for that. Hi, Leah. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I believe the only what else I wanted to say? Oh yeah. I did make some new emotes, so you guys can use those in the chat. I believe. Let me double check which ones I put where, because I know some of them are for tier 1. Okay, yeah. So you guys got 2 new free emotes, and then I moved the arson one sadly to tier 1, and I put a new one. I put a new one in tier 1 as well. And then also, I will be streaming Friday this week, which is a difference. I also realize now that I got the water, but did not drink it. Thank you. I'm very excited for what I have planned Wednesday. So, anyways, with that being said, the goal for today is to finish the Stanley Parable out. I won't be doing every single ending, but I want to do like 4 endings plus I believe we left off on the kind of like, is it demo? Is that the best way to say it? I think the demonstration of oof. Hello! Welcome! Thank you for the sub. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I do think we left off on the or well no, it was a follow. Oh my gosh. I keep fucking mixing it up. But yeah, so I believe we're gonna continue the Stanley Parable today, and it's I believe we have the Stanleys or the Figlies. I don't fucking remember what they're called. I think they call them all of them at some point to look at, and then I think we move on to the new content. So yeah. Let me real quick move my VTuber here. And there we go. But yeah, thank you so much all. Thank you, genuinely. I really appreciate being able to do this and being able to hang out with you guys this way. Oh, I did not hear it either. Hold up. I can't say the shortened name of it. Is Twitch integrated throwing system working? Oh well, I did drink my water, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna reload it. Connections. Okay, it's connected to Twitch now. So hopefully it should work. I could do a test real quick. Let me grab I don't know why, but my love for the Stanley Parable. Yeah, no, I genuinely do really like watching stuff through people, if that makes sense. Like, just like watching people do a certain thing is really fun. Okay, let me test. Okay, yeah, it's working. It's working. Alright, please enter the current time. Two is in my time. I gotta change that back to 2:41. Oh shit, PM. Oh, wait, no, that's still AM. Ah! It's probably 2:42 now. Yeah, 2:42. Oh shit, I was supposed to put my favorite time. Whoops! No, that's not my favorite time of the day. That's not my favorite time of the day. Yeah, I gave you the correct time again. Not because I couldn't resist it. It's just, you know, I forgot about that. Whoops. After all, I know how much, what does that mean? What does it mean if you enjoy setting the time correctly? Okay, now how accurate is, okay, well, okay, there we go, and accurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders. Have we gone through all the sliders I have? Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Alright. I have the game, but I can't play it because I'm waiting to get yeah. I think you can just like skip forward on that if you ever want to do it, but I understand that feels like cheating. I am gonna skip the intro this time around. Oh shit. Shit, wait,
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, did I... Oh shit, I have to go through the new content.
Oh good,
again?
You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay, so I have to go through all that again, but like, it's okay. It's okay, we like going through it. We like getting another, reassurance bucket, so it's alright. I was a bit iffy on saving off on like the demo kind of area where they're
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. Yeah. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
I was facing the wrong way. Whoops.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
By the way, guys.
It'll all work itself out.
That
Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
So I did try the gym button already. I think the main thing we did not try is the fig leaves, but I think real quick we're gonna go grab the reassurance bucket again. I want that. I want the bucket again. Give me the bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Give me the fucking bucket, please.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Give me the bucket.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this
Please,
fundamental
I wanna be
problem
more
with the game.
handsome, please.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance
I
Bucket.
need the bucket.
You see, Stanley,
Please,
anytime you're
narrator,
holding
I
the
need
bucket, a
this.
sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
No, but
It's
genuinely, the
true.
only reason I'm being
As long as you hold onto the
talking over
bucket,
narrator
the
by this
many
point,
disorienting
because
contradictions
I
of the
wanna get through
Stanley
this real quick,
Parable will feel perfectly
'cause I've
normal
done,
and
like,
perhaps even comforting.
I've checked all.
You
of
may
the
even come to
before.
long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
So, the laugh is so like.
Can you feel it?
jarring.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing
know.
despair,
I
must
know.
already be sweeping
Look how
through your
shiny it
body.
is.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Shiny.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Shiny bucket. It's mine now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video
What do you
game?
mean most
That really should be an
enjoyable
award
bucket?
if it isn't already.
Oh wait, I haven't seen the free achievement either. So let me do the fig leaves real quick, and then we'll go to free achievement, and then we're gonna see if we can.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video
Oh my
game.
gosh.
In the Stanley
Definitely.
Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh.
And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Oh, yay.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up.
No
You
achievement?
simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. This is kind of disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. Like all the guys just grabbing it. Yay! Our first one. Let's go, guys. Truly, nothing can replace the joy of collecting the first.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I mean, I do like achievements, I fear. Where is... here. Free, new, and easy achievements. Oh, by the way, if I don't end up finishing this, I do have
Now,
some-
here's something special.
Okay.
You remember that broken test achievement
Yes,
that got
I
left
do.
in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the
God.
achievement will be
State of
given
the
to
art.
you. It's as simple as that.
Very nice. Oh,
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been
You guys can't say
uproariously
it.
demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
wait, did he just say gamers? We hear you, and it still happen. But anyways, yeah. If I don't finish all the content that I want to get through, then I will just do. I think I will just do another stream on Friday because I have a very.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I have a very specific thing planned for Wednesday. If I have to get through all the exhibits again.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you
I
think?
covered it.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement, right? All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah. That's kind of trippy. That's actually really cool. What the fuck? Alright, no screenshots. Guys, let's take all the screenshots. Guys, listen to the
So,
back
Stanley,
they can-
what do you
they
think?
can see us.
Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new
All right.
features together and we'll see
Okay,
whether or
I'm
not
definitely not
it
gonna be taking
coheres
screenshots.
into
I'm
a
back.
meaningful gameplay experience.
Alright.
Okay, are you ready?
Guys, get your phone.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, fuck, I don't get a good angle. Oh.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, yes, this is much better. I feel
We're
good
getting a
about
sequel
this.
to this
Here we go,
sequel, guys.
version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Oh.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply...
Is that me?
Well, insert a
Stanley?
few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Alright, go for it.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, okay. Yo! Guys, it's the sequel! Guys, oh my gosh. Oh Jesus, this is so like twisty. Okay, let's begin.
This is the story of...
I don't think anything changes with the intro, so we're gonna go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I have my bucket now. There it is. It's perfect. All is right now.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
So, this is the left one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I thought it was
But
the
Stanley
left
had
one!
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the
Can't believe
employee
you're
lounge
the
was
first
simply
person
the
ever
place
playing
to
Stanley
be.
Parable. Crazy. Yeah, I got it before.
And here it
before it's even
was.
released.
Had the
Holy
bucket
shit.
turned out to be correct? Was this better than the
Y'all are
meeting
seeing a
room?
preview. No
Yes,
screenshotting,
Stanley thought
though.
to himself.
No,
Perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket
No, for
turned
take all
out
the
to be.
screenshots you want. Crazy.
No, never mind. The
The
bucket was wrong.
Sad.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Why do you
go
sound
there.
like that bucket?
Go to the cargo lift.
I envisioned you with a posh British accent, like the narrator, and you're
Good,
here with this
said the bucket.
nasally ass
Now
voice.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
No.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
I fear
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I fear I'm so fucking tired that, like, I wouldn't question if the bucket was supposedly speaking to me.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Okay, bucket, we're going in here.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Pardon? Okay.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press G to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Okay, listen. Let me hallucinate in peace. Press I to take me back home with you, okay?
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something
This
to him, but I
bucket
don't know how I can convince him.
my
I don't
pride
know if he'll
and
listen to
joy.
me.
Listen. This bucket is my pride and joy. Do not take this away from me. Is this okay? Genuinely, it's a
Well,
peace
I'll
bucket,
try
I think.
anyway. Stanley, can you
Yeah, I
hear me?
can. I'm
Listen to
ignoring you
me.
on purpose.
It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't
Hey,
talk.
don't insult my bucket.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid
Happy
from one
bucket
location
life,
to a
happy
different location.
No, shit,
That's
I
it.
made it backwards.
It doesn't do
Happy bucket
anything
life,
else.
Happy bucket life, man. Don't listen to the loud man.
You see, he's not listening.
But
He's
it's okay,
still
okay,
taking
okay,
orders
okay.
from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is this awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
This is not a stupid hunk of metal, okay? Listen.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny
Hey,
bucket.
They're not empty,
Well,
they
I'll give
have
it this.
feelings,
The bucket does have a nice
okay?
shine to it.
If they're full of feelings, okay? And personality.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average
Yeah, this
hardware
bucket is
store bucket.
amazing.
It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
It's got a little je ne sais
Sturdier,
quoi.
more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water
I don't
from
know about all
one
that, but,
room
you
to
know.
another.
This is an interpretive painting of my bucket life. Okay.
Oh my God, what am I saying?
You're in my seat.
Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
Hey! That's
For the bucket.
mine!
No,
Don't you dare!
What's going
Don't
on?
you
Why
dare
do
come
I want
into
to
this
be
with
with the
this.
bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do
No, get
anything
out,
it
get
asks.
out,
What's
get
wrong with me?
out.
I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me
No.
what to do in this troublesome situation.
No, it's my bucket.
Stanley,
Listen,
give
you
me the
gave this
bucket.
bucket
Give it to me. Give
It's
me
my
the bucket, Stanley.
We're having
I
some
need
alone
it.
time
Give it to me
here.
now. Give it, or I'll.
I'm sorry, guys. That was so stupid. Go back to work, Stanley. Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. That was such a stupid bit for me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah. We'll go the correct way this time.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
That's the broom closet. The broom closet, I mean.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Huh?
The broom closet. It wants the
What the
bucket.
fuck? Now
You
it's the
can feel
closet!
it, can't you? The aura of
Hell
jealousy.
no,
It's
it's
as clear as
fine.
day. This broom closet
fine.
believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel
My
it now.
bucket.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
No, it
It's
belongs
supposed to
in
go
my
with the other
arms,
cleaning
in my
supplies.
loving embrace.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
It's my
Don't
bucket.
hand over
It's
the
my
bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
We were much more in the
We're getting
past
into name-calling
ending.
now, it seems.
Jesus.
Is this how low the broom
Hey!
closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the
What
bucket?
fuck?
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had
Just
imagined.
because you're jealous.
And wait,
doesn't
now
mean
the
it's
broom closet has the
okay.
gall to
My
imply
bucket, not
that you and the bucket are not
yours.
truly deep and lasting friends.
That your relationship is purely superficial
What
and
the
convenient?
fuck?
That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel
Oh
the
my
same
God,
sort of
broom
kinship
closet,
towards
you're
any
meaningless.
inanimate
Fuck
object
you.
which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
No.
Well, I'd never.
No.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
Nah.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
I don't.
Expand on the wide variety of
Hey,
experiences
listen,
you and the
me
bucket
and
have
this
shared
bucket
together.
have been through,
Go through each
a
of them
lot
point
more
by
than
point.
you want to know
Share your
about. It's
journal
my bucket,
entries
okay?
detailing
It's
the
my
rich
bucket.
emotional
That's all I'm
landscape
gonna
of your
say.
feelings for the bucket,
I
as
love
they
my
have
bucket,
changed and
my bucket
evolved
loves
over
me,
the
so,
years.
you know,
Let
don't,
him
don't,
have
don't
it.
question things, okay? Fuck you guys. Fuck you, broom closet.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh, thank you.
There. Now it's settled.
Hell
No more
yeah.
debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet,
That's
with
kinda
all your
wild
meandering
considering what
philosophical
happened last
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their
Fuck you.
relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Do I get a second sticker? Because I believe I can get a second.
All right, I've got a second sticker back
yay!
here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Thank you. Oh,
You see,
wait, how is it under the other?
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a
Oh, yes,
bucket.
but how did you get it under
That
the other
way,
sticker?
if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself,
Okay.
ah, it's a bucket. There
Thank
really
you.
is a wide variety of
I wouldn't have been
applications
able
for
to
this
tell it was a
sticker.
bucket. Anyways, you know. Oh, well, any other way. So, you know, thank you for that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I'll go upstairs. I'm wondering what I should do as I'm doing this. Wait, hold up.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
206.
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure
I'm so
of a
happy,
job well
man.
done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor
Honestly-
each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Honestly, these IRL would be a very cool gift. Honestly.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
me.
to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the
Trace of
bucket's
color.
warmth and guiding light
I'm not
pierce the
kidding.
dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him
It's a
always.
bucket.
The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's
Best
desk.
friends to
Nor in
lovers,
his bliss
or
of simply
with this
being
bucket.
near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I was wildly off.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer
Hell
luck.
yeah.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical
Obviously.
explanation.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This,
let's go.
you know, there really must be a snappier name for
Yeah.
these things. What about mini stands?
I don't know that
Stanley
one.
figs?
Maybe.
Or what about
Oh, not
Stanlerines?
Stanlerines.
Yes, I think I like
what?
that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
You're calling it the worst out of the 3 names you gave me. Okay. Noted. The narrator has 4 things noted. Oh shit, I can't see Blaine's messages. Hello, Blaine!
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I don't see Blaine's messages for some reason. Hold up. Is it popping up here? Is it just, do you not send any messages and it's just like, y'all see him in the chat? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna continue on. It's fine.
Stanley and the
no,
bucket
welcome.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control
I'm
Facility.
gonna continue this way, I think.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Oh my God,
screens.
Bucket.
What horrible secret
Bucket,
did
what
this
have we
place
stumbled
hold?
into?
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Bucket, what is this? Bucket, do you know what this is?
The monitors jumped to
God.
life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office
Oh, I'm
was
so
being
sorry. I almost knocked you,
videotaped,
Bucket. Oh my
monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen
I'd never do
anything
that to
like
you,
this,
okay?
and it very nearly
I'll
burst
never
into
drop you.
tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything is fine, Bucket. Don't worry, don't worry. We're gonna get through this together. We're gonna get through this together, Bucket. Okay, it's fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the
Wait, let me
bucket
check
been
if it
told
has
to
a
do
brain.
things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a
think it
bucket
does.
want to do or
I
not
don't
want to
think it
do
does.
in the first place?
Blaine didn't say
These
anything, I just
questions
saw him
raised
switch.
furiously in
I don't know
Stanley's
if it's on
feeble
my end. It's not a
mind.
bit quiet compared to the game. Okay, noted. Oh, yeah, okay. Let me turn this down though. Okay. Hoping this is a bit better. This is, okay, hopefully around there is okay. Alright. Okay, so I pumped up my volume a bit, and then I lowered the desktop audio. We'll really know when the narrator starts talking again, but we'll see.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life
Oh, I'm
in
sorry I
someone
violated
else's
you like that,
control.
Bucket. That feels
Never!
bad.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
You're my friend
At
now.
this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Oh my
And
God.
as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket
Wait,
made
what
a subtle
hand?
comment about taking down the system.
Bucket, we're gonna do it. Wait, no, Bucket. Bucket, what are you doing? Bucket, no! Bucket,
But at the
no!
last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the
Bucket!
button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
Bucket, no!
To
Okay,
take
cool.
over the
It's
machine
better.
and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust
Oh my
when
God.
suddenly an image appeared upon
Oh
the
my God,
enormous
what have you done,
screen.
Bucket?
Birds.
Oh my God.
Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Bird. Flamingos!
Stanley flipped through one
I
video
don't know
of
my
silly
birds
birds
super well.
after
I'm
another,
not gonna be-
and then
I'm
it
not gonna
dawned
lie.
on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
It's just a
It
bird
was a
bird.
facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
I don't know
The
what that one
mind
is, but it
controls
looks
were
like a
only a
dojo. It
facade
reminds me of
to
the dojo
disguise
or
its
dojo
true
trio.
intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through
that's a
live
cool-ass
streams
beak.
of the silliest birds imaginable.
Goose!
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley...
Oh my God, is that the
Was
roseate spoonbill? I don't know. Roseate spoonbill. Roseate spoonbill. I don't know if anyone catches that reference. Look at the bucket do this.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to
We
go
do
to the
have a
meeting
bunch of
room.
time
The
to actually,
confusion
and I
and
do
the
think we're
chaos
gonna-
all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I do think we're making good time with this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his This was not the correct way to
I
the
know
meeting
this
room.
is not the correct way
But
to the
Stanley
meeting
had
room.
felt the
But this
bucket
bucket is
calling
guiding
to him,
me. Yes.
telling him that the employee lounge was
Well,
simply
not
the
exactly.
place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Let me real quick grab the figly here.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little
Can
Stanley
we
figurines.
do just like
and now
Stanley
I'm torn
figs?
between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do
I
you think,
accidentally called
Stanley?
them. Both of
What
those are
name
ugly. I'm
better
not gonna lie.
encapsulates the
I call them
intrinsic sense of
Figlies.
happiness
I
that you
know.
get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by
I think
one?
Figlies is much
Let
better
me sit
though.
on it.
On
I'm sure it will
Stanleys.
come to me.
It's definitely here. Is this an ending? I think this is an ending, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. What is this?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything
What?
makes.
Huh?
The sheer euphoria I feel
Oh no, am I gonna get
every
addicted to the bucket?
time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
Oh, it's my bucket now.
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket
Okay,
is
well, it's
in
my
my
bucket
arms.
now. Okay, so
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable.
No,
the
why would you
amounts of
sell my
money
bucket out like
people
that?
will pay for even just
No.
an hour with the bucket. This
it's
is
my
my
bucket.
golden ticket.
It's my bucket.
But
I
have to
saved.
be careful,
I saved the bucket from
because
you.
as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me.
Oh.
What's that? Who's there?
Oh. Huh? Okay. Let's not get killed. Let's not get
All
killed
of
for
his
the bucket.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe we should go to the meeting room.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
My bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Somewhere both red and blue. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Okay. Let's check on the broom closet.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have
I
no
thought you'd have
remaining
more,
stickers.
bro.
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Sad. Okay. So I'm assuming I
Coming
got-
to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Sorry. Yeah.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
Yeah.
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and
Oh,
Marines. Very soon, you'll
that
collect the
name.
first one, and then the first number will equal the second number,
Yeah.
and that will be it.
That's how fractions
We'll be
work.
different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines.
I'm a
None of us
dedicated
can.
collector. I wonder if I should go. What other onions? Oh, I could. Oh, I could. Fucking.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion
Guys,
and chaos.
I hear police
It
out
would
there.
be
The
with
police
him
are after me.
always.
I'm joking.
The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Oh, okay, found it.
At this point, Stanley was
That's
so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless.
No,
since he
there's
could never
a
possibly
reason
know
why I'm
that the
inputting
combination
3s.
was 2845.
I'm having a great time inputting 3s. Okay, listen.
2845.
3 is a fantastic number. 3 is the magic number.
Forgot, but it turns out that the
okay.
panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, we're going down. Oh, wait, I kind of want to go back up. Wait, hold up. Go back up.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up?
Yeah, we're going
when
back
I was
up.
pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
What the fuck, Bucket? Support my 3 pressing dreams. Hey, listen, I'm gonna show you why it's so cool to press number 3, okay? Listen.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket. Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
This is fantastic.
Stanley looked
Peak
expectantly
gameplay.
at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent.
What the fuck?
This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
I don't know if I want to make a psychological analysis type thing, or like explain a psychological concept, because unfortunately...
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Back up. We have to show this bucket.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness
You gotta see what I see in the number 3.
He
Okay,
smiled
listen,
at the bucket,
listen.
and the bucket said nothing.
I was gonna jokingly say that number 3 could be our 3rd. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with me? There's something wrong with me. Someone made me weird. Who the fuck put me together in the factory?
Here we go, said Stanley.
This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3
See, listen-
and began
listen
to
to
wail
the
on
rhythm.
it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a
That final
paintbrush.
3 right
He
there!
told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all,
Oh my god.
only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Listen, I was trying, okay? I tried my best for you, and I don't think that was enough, but like, you don't understand. Number 3
Stanley and the
means
bucket
so
were
much to be okay.
close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of
Press the wrong button.
Stanley's? The
But
question
listen.
caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator.
Listen, okay?
He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Do I have to go back up? Or... I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go back up again. Oh, wait, no, I
said
have to.
Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there
We're gonna
that he would
hold-
hold
oh my
a press
gosh.
conference where he would speak to the public
I'm totally ready for
on
this,
all
by the way. I've
matters
prepped on
relating
this.
to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Bucket, are you ready for this?
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference,
Look at this.
building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single
I'm doing
measure
a TED
further.
Talk, okay?
When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared
peace,
as he'd
baby.
ever been for anything in his life.
Why was that the Minecraft door set? Anyways. Are you ready for this, Bucket? See, look at it. It's gorgeous. Don't you see it? Don't you see it? Don't you see it? No? Alright, well, you're gonna see it eventually, so don't worry about it.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
3 again, 3 again. The storyteller, Stanley reveals all in his new book. Okay. It's time. It's time.
There was no one here.
Oh.
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3.
I had
on
a whole
keypad
slideshow
over and
prepared.
over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the
Bucket.
two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither
You
wishing to
love
state
me,
the
I
obvious,
love you.
that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations
gets it,
about
Liam gets it.
passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley,
Oh shit, I
having
just
for
realized
once
I
in his
pressed
life
the
discovered the
button
warmth
wrong.
and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of
Oh.
loneliness.
Bucket. Oh, that's the wrong button. Anyways. I do fear that I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, not take the bucket when I'm doing the Stanley Figs thing, but, what? Hello?
Good morning. Thank
Hi.
you for contacting the Future Happiness
Oh, I didn't
Foundation.
what?
We are confirming shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Oh, thank you. I hope I get those cardboard boxes.
Stanley picked up the
bucket
bucket and
does need a
smiled.
companion.
He'd never be alone again.
Some
not truly
enrichment, you know?
alone. Not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Thanks for the
But
boxes.
Stanley had
Yeah.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
456.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. A cargo lift, yeah, good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up
Okay,
there
so
I
I'm
need
saving
you to do.
getting the last of
Stanley did not question
Stanley,
why
Fig,
or
Figley,
how this
whatever the
bucket
fuck
was
it's
speaking
called.
to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because
until
buckets can't
later.
talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
I
asked.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. Right. Danger. Danger everywhere. Noted.
No,
Oh.
stop. Look there on the wall. You see?
What?
There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past
But
this
it, but
point.
it's my emotional
Stanley,
support
how
bucket.
could you think it was okay
I
to bring a
I
bucket
need
here?
it, bro.
Unless- What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket? and
No,
what
it's my
isn't a
emotional
bucket?
support
I
bucket.
suppose
Surely
that
they
would
make an
explain a
exception,
lot about your
right?
behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness.
No.
I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire
don't
rest
need to
of the
learn what a
game if not
bucket
addressed
is.
quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Warning, do not stand on the side. Oh, well. Alright, I guess we're going back to... Oh! It's a game show! Okay, hell yeah,
Now
I'm
then,
locked in.
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me
Okay,
whether or
okay,
not the
I'm
thing
ready
I'm
for this.
showing
I
you
know
is
my
a
bucket.
bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay, I'm gonna test my
Okay,
knowledge
let's
right
begin.
now. Okay, you're gonna help me, right? We have our resident
Item
expert bucket
Is
here.
this a bucket?
Okay, it's got the handle, it's got the metal part right there, it's got the lines. I think it's a bucket. What do you think? Actually, I think that talking to the bucket counts as like phoning in a friend, so I'm gonna answer this one on my own. I can save it for later.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket.
Fuck, I should have
not an
phoned a
actual
friend in.
bucket.
Oh. Fuck.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
This is... Okay. Now, knowing what we know about the last bucket, this does certainly feel more metallic. And so, I would assume this is a bucket then. No?
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket.
Isn't
not
that
an
still a
actual
bucket? What the fuck?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Okay, we're gonna take what we know, okay, about the last two buckets. Or, well, non-buckets. And I'm gonna say that this is a bucket. Has to be correct at some point.
Correct.
Let's go.
This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I don't think it is a bucket. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear the chirping in the background. I'm so sorry about that. There's stuff going on outside.
Correct. This is
Let's
a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was
Thank
starting
you,
to
I
get
needed the
concerned
point.
that even this might be too much for you.
No, I
Thank
know
you
this
for
isn't a
not
bucket.
making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Oh, this
Is
is
this
a
a
bucket.
bucket?
Yeah.
Correct. This is
Let's
a
go. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Let me see here. I'm leaning towards this being a trick question, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna go with my inclination at the beginning, and I'm gonna say yes.
Trick question.
Fuck.
Both. Gotcha.
Listen, I can't press both of the buttons at the same time, okay?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
This is a bucket, right?
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something.
Huh?
Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No, I believe everything's a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort
Everything
it out.
can be a bucket if you try hard enough.
All sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments
I have
ago
a
I could
bucket.
answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Liam's asking the same question in chat.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening
no more
to
pressing
tear our
buttons.
relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the
No!
game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Where's the game?
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
I knew it, guys.
Every
Guys,
single
I
thing
am
in
the
the game was a
conspiracy
bucket.
theorist.
Oh my God, I
Guys,
had no
listen to my
idea.
conspiracy theories. I'm
How
always
could-
correct, guys.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a
Fuck,
bucket
I
either.
was almost right.
Oh, this is wonderful.
almost right.
news.
Okay,
We're
listen.
not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that
It's
issue.
good to
but it
know
doesn't
that
change
you're
the
happy
fact
about that.
We haven't got a game.
So I thought everything was
So,
a bucket,
tell me
including you,
what.
so...
I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
It's
But if you run
all
into
a bucket.
anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a
yeah,
person.
you guys have to keep
All right,
hush about
here
it
we
too
go.
in chat, okay? Don't let the public know. Can't let the public know that everything's a bucket. Oh my
All
gosh!
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Holy shit, the cardboard.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
What's your opinion on these cardboard boxes? You like them? No? Nothing? I went through the hard work of asking the lady on the other side of the phone to give me these so you'd be happy and have some enrichment. You know, I thought you were like kind of like a cat, where you would like kind of like play with the boxes and just be content with that. Okay, fine. I see how it is. I did try hard for you though. I did try.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the
Thanks for
meeting
the
room.
boxes. I'll
But
let
Stanley had
everyone.
felt the
No, you
bucket
can't let the
calling to
press
him,
know about
telling
that.
him that the
That's
employee
confidential. You can take as
lounge
many
was simply the
screenshots of
place to be.
Stanley
And
Parable
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to
that
be
you
correct?
want,
No,
but you can't.
Never mind. The
You
bucket
can't let
was
the press
wrong.
know about that. Okay,
Stanley took
listen.
the door on his left
The
to go
media will
back
go
to the meeting
wild
room.
with that shit, and then
No,
nobody will be able to
Said the
recover.
bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. A cargo lift. Yeah, good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Thanks for the
It
boxes.
should have
I needed
alarmed
them.
him, of course, because buckets can't
No problem.
talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
At least
He was firmly
someone
convinced
appreciates
that
the
the bucket had spoken
boxes.
to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here,
Said the bucket.
go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the...
Whoa, hold on. Why
Yeah,
did you unplug the
The ringing
phone?
was annoying me.
Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things.
What the fuck?
Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
This is my bucket with sentience
Can't
and
you see?
love and a
Oh,
talking
goodness.
voice.
I must have really
That's
bungled up
so
the delivery
nasally
if
and
you
doesn't
actually
fit it
took
at
me
all.
seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so
It
difficult.
is a pain in the ass.
I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional
No, you can
video
Google
on
anything
comedy
on-
that one can watch
on
to fully...
YouTube.
Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Okay. You guys are gonna learn to be funny with me.
What is
And the
comedic
narrative.
timing?
What is comedic timing?
How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters
correct.
from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit,
That's true,
with one
too.
of your
I checked.
arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
Yes, I've done that.
These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Although the hand
To
thing isn't
begin the
always
joke,
necessary.
start by stating and spelling your name. Next,
Alright.
provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
Alright. You guys are watching
Speak
this
the
too, right?
entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I am Dunny with the funny! Perfect.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management,
I hope you
which
all
is
said it
the
with me, too.
cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
Exactly.
An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long.
Oh my gosh, where did
and
you
should
get that
include
extra
the
hand?
same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random.
You gotta make sure to
And
look
that's
up for
all
that
there is.
setting.
With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles.
Right.
All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Noted.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it?
Oh,
Well,
it
no
seems
matter.
so.
I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in
Exactly.
mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors
Okay.
and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery.
All right.
You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept.
listen.
The king of comedy.
Wait, where'd my
That's
bucket
what
sticker
you'll
go?
call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now.
My bucket sticker.
Well, I wouldn't be the king of
What
comedy,
is
that's
this?
for sure.
What is the thing I'm holding in my
The
hand?
bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket
What bucket?
spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
What is this thing I'm holding? Okay, what bucket are you talking about? I don't know what the thing I'm holding is. What is this? I don't know what this is.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh.
What? We're back at the phone already? No, what's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
Yeah, I think so.
There was supposed to be a
that's how space
build-up
works.
to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit, which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video.
It doesn't hurt
again.
to go back to the basics, guys.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Did I go left?
No. You were supposed to go through the
I
door
did that
on the
before.
right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault,
It's
Stanley.
not my... What did I do?
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video
I
and
did
take a
watch
hint.
the video.
Are you
I was
proud
paying
of yourself
attention.
for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes.
I should have a laugh track for shit like this.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashed
You can't just use the same wordplay again.
Still not... Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
Oh my god, I can't handle these
Getting away
bucket
from
jokes.
making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these
Sorry.
jokes.
Sorry, guys.
I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos.
Instructional videos.
Let's see.
Sorry, Leroy. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, I do.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine
They can't
with
go
him.
back. I will continue this way, I guess.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Let me grab a
Had the
soda real
bucket
quick.
turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself.
Don't have any
Never
coins.
mind. The bucket was
No
wrong.
soda for me. I don't
Stanley
even like
took the door on
carbonated
his
drinks
left
anyways.
to go, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Whee! This is definitely the opposite door. And not an elevator.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way
Really?
here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you,
Ma,
Stanley.
what?
We've come
my old
together
wife,
here because
supposedly.
we care about you very much. It's
The
this
baby?
bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Mine?
The bucket isn't
are you all
even
doing
from
here?
the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the
Yeah,
ones
but
that matter,
it's
Stanley.
my
Classic
sequel
characters
content.
from the first game.
The broom
like
closet.
Adventure Line and the broom closet.
You hate
because
this. You
that's
hate the
what
bucket.
fans want from a sequel.
just want the
They
bucket from
more
me.
of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Listen, you
Yes,
can,
I know
you can
I'm the one
pry
who gave you the
this
bucket,
away
but
from
you're
my
spending
cold,
too much
dead
time
hands.
with it.
Don't you want another story involving the adventure line?
Wait, listen, I love
We
the
could make
adventure
the
line as much as
adventure line
anyone,
go somewhere
but, like,
new.
listen.
Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
But it's my bucket. Okay, listen.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Okay, listen, you can't just get me on board with, you know, taking my bucket away from me just by playing
Now
some music
this
and
is
making
what
me
the
follow this
Stanley
yellow
Parable
line.
is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, it's... I go back. Listen, listen, this is my bucket, and you're not gonna take this bucket away from me, okay? What is that?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
You were literally
is the
saying
bucket
no more new
destroyer.
characters. What the fuck?
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you
Those
agree?
saws say new character, alright.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
I
Surely
could
you don't
guess.
need me to spell
It's
it out for you.
appearance in the name. This is my
Go
bucket.
ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop
No,
it into the machine.
You
when you're
can't
ready.
do this to me. We've gone through so much together. You can't make me. You can't make me do this. I can't.
Now listen to me.
I can't do this.
It's
I can't.
crucial
No,
that you give
I
it the
can't
bucket.
No.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
That's
That is
some
its
character
singular
right there,
personality
right?
trait.
Because
Sure, I can
you
hear
wanted
saying,
characters
how
that
does
were
a
well
character
fleshed
with only
out,
one
right?
personality trait deserve to join the
Exactly!
Stanley Parable characters. Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to
But
crush
my
buckets
bucket is-
so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like
Listen, my
10
bucket being a
personality
bucket
traits.
has
What
so
other
many-
object in this
has
game
so many
can you
nuances.
even say that about? The broom
My
closet? Certainly
bucket-
not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Nobody cares about him.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and
Bucket
feed
Destroyer
it. We
has-
can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the
No.
Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
No,
Give the
no,
fans
the fans
what they
don't want this. The fans
Hurry
don't
and-
want this.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had
you,
so
Bucket
much
Destroyer.
potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Sorry, I took a yawn break
The
there.
meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed
A
bucket.
single
a bucket
mom
of
who
culture
works 2
and
jobs.
distinction.
We're getting out. Bucket, we're
Yes,
here.
whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
Oh my gosh,
The
Bucket,
bucket
come
began
out.
to tell Stanley of its life and its history,
Oh my gosh.
of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of
What?
untold numbers of innocent humans,
Huh?
and the bucket's own complicity therein,
You did what?
of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay.
Pardon?
If only it had been stronger.
of
Okay, I
hope
didn't
and
know
redemption,
this about you.
and its crusade
I thought
to
you were gonna
uplift
tell me you
the
were
stock of
closeted,
life
you were
for
gay.
the common man, to manifest justice where none existed,
Love is love,
and
Bucket,
the
just so you
bittersweet
know.
reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this,
Okay, I
the
disagree
bucket furrowed
completely,
its brow.
Stanley. You're my.
No,
It's
said
my
the bucket.
bucket.
Not since the evil wizard Gambharata
What?
first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet
Bucket
I
lore?
stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid!
Okay, Stanley.
You are
This is my
a
bucket.
bucket!
This is my love, my life, my bucket.
This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
Live, laugh, love,
As
bucket.
Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form,
Huh?
transforming into a mighty beast of untold
Am I gonna have to
power,
like
its
fight this thing?
fangs glistening like... My God,
Oh my
Stanley,
God.
you did it. You saved
No.
us from the bucket. Thank God you
bucket.
already had all 12 emblems of sages
What?
and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily
Pardon?
been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here
Oh, the
today.
Kool-Aid that's
Come,
spilling out
let's
of its
restart the game,
bucket
and we'll
guts.
agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
I do think I did most of the endings I wanted to cover. However, I do want to.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a
sign?
sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
And we can do another ending in the process of it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
I don't
employee
think I've
lounge
done this
first,
ending
just to
on stream
admire
before,
it.
So I'll do this.
The
ending
lounge was
right here.
grand, majestic. Perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I know you're not, but
I
I'm
realize
sorry.
that
I thought I'd
investing
do
your
it.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've...
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your... And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Stiggly Wiggly!
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Yeah, I'm very happy,
this
but at the
is
same
doing
time...
something just for the sake of doing
Yes.
it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted
poor Bucket,
that a
yeah.
job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So,
Yeah.
instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done
Yeah,
here.
we did it.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Alright. Okay, let's get...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, we're gonna do this ending because I don't think
Oh,
I've done
thank God you are willing to listen to
Yeah.
me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Don't
you
call me
see
out like
It's
that.
killing us, Stanley. I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here.
wow.
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Oh my gosh. These are kind of blinding my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. This is really cool. Oh my gosh. It's like a mini fireworks show. All the little puffballs are gathering up there. Okay.
No, wait. Where are you going?
There has to be more than just...
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Things have to end eventually.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay
Close
here.
doors and stuff. Wait, listen. I can't stay here forever. I'm sorry.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die.
I know.
What about this isn't getting through to you? Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'm sorry.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I have thought.
No!
Oh, fuck.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
I'm
No.
sorry.
No, what are you doing, Stanley?
I'm sorry.
Please, I'm asking you
Listen.
not to take this away from me.
There-
I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
There's... We can't just sit in that room forever, oh my god.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that
I'm
for
sorry,
me?
I'm sorry.
My God. Is this really how much you
I
dislike
don't,
my
I
game?
don't.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of
I
it?
want to
You're
experience
literally
more.
willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, I just want to experience more of what this place has to offer, okay? I'm sorry.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
No.
Well, this one is yours.
I'm sorry, okay?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I just realized this entire time I haven't toggled on my little gaming thing. Well. Alright. Oh, what the fuck?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to
yeah.
put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers.
The ones in my pocket?
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Oh.
Wasn't it just the most
great.
intrinsically
It was
fulfilling
great.
moment
Thank
of
you so
your
much for
entire
these.
life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Okay, sure.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a basement area here.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back
Oh my
then, we
gosh.
had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7 out of 6. Wait.
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by
Yeah.
poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley.
I
I'll be
did.
honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any
Hey,
of them, let alone
have a
6.
little more faith in
But
me.
you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand?
Pretty
Can
sure
you
it's
remember?
here.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was
Hey.
here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time
Is
doing
it?
anything.
Where the fuck did I go? Oh, there we go. Wait, so I go here?
Let's see, what came next?
Oh,
Oh yes, we found a figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember
apple?
being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
well, it's a nice pink room, at least. Yeah, okay. I don't think that's what happened. Okay.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was
Gosh.
really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact,
Oh.
because this one is particularly special
Oh,
to
you-
me,
you
I
made-
made a little video to
you made a
commemorate
video?
the occasion.
Okay.
Enjoy.
How you found it by the narrator in that classic YouTube kind of style from like before I was edgy, probably. I don't know. Oh my god, the live footage, guys. When was he created? Like 2007? Or like maybe it's like 2009 YouTube stuff. I don't know. No, I was definitely like conscious then. I don't fucking know. Anyways.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I
Truly
spent a lot of
amazing.
time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes, damn. Even I can't stay focused on something for 8 minutes. This way.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the
Oh, yeah,
one
the
that
recency
happened more
effect.
recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works?
I
All
can't,
I
'cause
know
I'm
is
a
that this
psychology
is the
nerd,
moment where you
unfortunately.
picked up a figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other.
Truly amazing.
Except for the other moments picking up
Oh,
figurines,
yeah.
which it was exactly like.
Let's go through the red door. Oh, you're in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do
Wow.
but move onward into the future.
Past,
Goodbye, memory
present.
zone.
Oh.
No,
I was
no,
gonna
I'm not
say, it's
done.
taking a while
I'm
to
not
load.
ready to move on. Stop the loading
okay,
screen.
oh,
Isn't there
alright.
some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards.
okay.
We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
Alright.
See how that feels. Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I
Yes.
remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more.
Okay.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember
Yeah,
the video
I
we
remember
watched?
the video. Oh my gosh.
Yes, I love that video.
Then we got the apple room, the pink apple room. This is gorgeous.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Also whispering sounds.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Which way? This way? Oh shit. Okay, I went the wrong way. Whoops. What is this way? I'm very curious. There's nothing? Okay.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines.
We have 18 now.
I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Yeah, we're back in the demo area? The jump circle?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. The time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Really?
Look how much... Oh, yes! The two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
They just go to the same place. My office?
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
I've been downloading the game, but that's kind of meta.
I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Huh?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
About that.
Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
And I think... Poor Stanley. Oh. Okay, I am gonna real quick, we're gonna quit the game real quick. And we're gonna reload a couple times here to get our, like, final little things before we say goodbye to the Stanley Parable, I think. Which I believe we are gonna be able to finish the stream, so that's very cool. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. There-ish. Please adjust the till the top we can count our friends. That's a little more than friend, I'd say, like, that's good. The 5 becomes the number 9. Nice. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Wouldn't I just be going at this forever then? I'll stop it like there. Occuboinkle or Scrumtush. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to give the controversial decision here. Scrumtush. Sorry, guys. Please don't adjust the slider. You know what time it is right now? Yes, it is 4:10 p.m. Pretty sure, yeah. What is time anyway? No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. I'm sure there's tons. Oh. Will you come back to visit me? Okay, we're gonna have to, I think, do another reload here. Just doing a search. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. Now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. I still don't really know you, and you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable, but if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyways. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games weren't meant to be played alone. You like me alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little more time before I'm ready for that. It's not really my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Epilogue. Epilogue. Many, many years later. Back in the fucking desert again! Our little office chair to keep us company here. Oh my gosh. All the chairs. Why aren't the stars moving? The sky's beautiful in this one. Oh, ow! I blinded myself a little bit, genuinely. Okay. Memory zone. Jesus, I'm walking like a little sideways here. God. It all comes back here, I guess. View, stanleyparable. Cookie9's blog, unpromising game content. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. With the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is a dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than to expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole. Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about the enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we uninspired side questing, collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. Oh, fuck 'em. Cat dog porn. Did I make them too friendly? Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. Guys. Infinite Jim. And the narrator's not here to take him away. Okay, we do gotta restrain ourselves, unfortunately. The narrator is kind of right about that. When the Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable when the Stanley Parable launched its massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with their reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Review scores in the game history second. More gym. We're gonna take a small gym break here and then we're gonna go back to it. Okay. Oh my god, all the figlies. Stanlerines. Mini stands. Stand figs. They're all mine. I feel like there might be more down there, but I also feel like this is some kind of mouse trap, but I'm still gonna go in anyways. What's the office? Hello again. It's nice to see you. It was terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's just keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of its work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we need to do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Half employee, half 427. The Legend of 427. Legend of Octopus. Forbidden train station. Forbidden, thank you. Okay, I think I'm going half employee, half 427 here. Stanley Parable, half employee, half 427. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. Nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say in it as well. I understand. Sometimes I'm not ready to move on. That's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. Okay, wait, do we get the... Okay, I'm curious. Do we get the new thing?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companion.
Okay, no, so we're gonna have to go to menu then. We are actually gonna have to do our epilogue here. If I have to run through that whole thing again, I'm gonna cry. Okay. Do I have the time for this? Yes, I do. Do I personally want to do this, and do I want to make you sit through it, guys? Not really. So I think I'm gonna end here. Thank you all so much for tuning in today, and I appreciate it. And I'm very excited for next time, which, you know, will be the anniversary stream. It'll just be some fun stuff, some little surprises, you know, just having fun. And, you know, I'm very thankful for y'all for helping support the channel, and, you know, we've come a long way. We've come a long way, and I'm, again, grateful. I don't mean to sound like too much here, but, you know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great day, great night, wherever you guys are in this world. And thank you guys so much for tuning in, really. Alright everyone, have a good one. Bye!